write the exam and pass before they can be presented for promotion. Even posting. Posting abroad is no longer going to be a matter of who knows who. Those systems work in the past. You don't have to have any godfather. The rules were clear. You know how many years you spend at headquarters. You know when you are due. You know your place in your state. All of you in the same rank. If you are number 7, the first 6 will go first. And the 7 and 8 will not go lobbying because you know it's not just. In my case, at some point when appointing ambassador, there are 5 level 17 officers ahead of me. I knew I had little or no chance. And those of them who knew because I was in the minister's office started lobbying me to say, oh, please, I know you will go first. Just get us something thereafter. It didn't happen. But again, a story for another day. I became the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. From there, I became the senior special assistant to the president on Foreign Affairs and International Relations. And a month ago, the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs. So I'm saying to them, this is a role model. This is the kind of thing that you do by being focused, do your job diligently, you know, and God is watching. I always say, don't be in a hurry to attempt the shortcut of processes and systems. Just be focused on your job. The reward will come. When it will come, it might not even come on you. It might manifest on your children, whether they're in Nigeria or abroad. They will find favors. This God is not sleeping. And when you have served this country, as many of the retired generals have done, so diligently, you will see the blessing of God in your life in many ways. It's just that because we're human, we don't appreciate those things. We're only lamenting about those things that we did not get, forgetting that the tremendous blessings that Almighty Allah had given you, your wife, your children, arising from those services that were hitherto unrecognized, unrecorded, that you have given to our country. So in conclusion, I'm going to do a more robust response to this book because I believe most of the things that have been said are based on inadequate appreciation of the facts. I don't want to say inadequate knowledge of what is going on. There's a lot that one has to say to fill in some of the gaps that I have noted. Quite frankly, Nigeria is still very much on course. Our visibility may have dimmed a little, but we're trying to bring that back. Mr. President is committed. I guess that was one of the reasons he appointed me to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, having served all my almost 50 years in that ministry as a third secretary. I rose through the ranks, like I said, becoming the director. I served 6 ministers as director. Each of them will come and say, no, Sola, you are going nowhere. I stayed on until I became a permanent secretary, almost 1 year before I retired under President Buhari, who visited India. And so this guy appeared to know what he's doing. One thing leading to the other, I became permanent secretary, and now in this position. So the career path is not, it's clear. The hope is not lost, even though morale is low. But I believe we can address issues of morale through training, through regular posting, through a system that is predictable so that people know what are the rules, what are the regulations. And finally, I'm craving the support of everyone in this room as we seek a more creative, innovative ways of mobilizing resources for Nigerian foreign policy. It's a huge challenge. And I believe with strategic partnership with the MOD, with the Minister of Defense, I'm going to reach out to some of our retired colleagues, including my esteemed General Agua. Let's see how we can partner. PPP arrangements, retired serving, all of us accepting that foreign policy is very critical. It's a flip side of defense policy. And both of them must be pursued pari passu so that our country can be better secured and prosperous and a better future. I thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Please may I request another round of applause for the special guest of honor for this occasion, the person of Honorable Minister of State Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Sola Oluwagbire. Thank you very much, sir. Next on our program is a vote of thanks, but permit me distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, to crave your indulgence to inform students of MIAD, ABU Zaria, to please come to my left side of the hall. They have an award for the author. Immediately after the author's vote of thanks, that will happen. So please, MIAD students, can you please approach the hall from my left? Thank you very much. At this point, permit me to respectfully invite the author of The Shadows of Power, Rear Admiral Olusola Oluwagbire, retired.
It was as the special guest of honor was giving his remarks that he hit me that the first name of the special guest of honor is Sola, and the first name of the author is also Sola. So this is a conference of Solas, and it's no mere coincidence. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Yes. The chairman, our special guest of honor, Your Excellencies, senior officers, serving and retired, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It's a huge privilege and pleasure for me to stand before all of us this afternoon. And one thing that has come out strongly on my heart this afternoon is that to everyone here today, I owe an eternity of gratitude. Thank you so very much for honoring my day. Thank you for standing with my wife and I. And we don't have much to give you, but God will see our prayers from the very depths of our hearts, and He will reward you and your seeds and your families anywhere you step on this planet in the name of mighty Jesus. So as I rise to give this word of thanks this afternoon, I want to first and foremost return all glory and honor to the Almighty God for making it possible. And may His name be praised forevermore. Permit me to share briefly what I call the blob and the forward story behind the shadows of power. Before embarking on this journey, I had never heard the word blob before, B-L-U-R-B. And one of my editors defined it for me and said that we should seek endorsements or blobs for this work. So we reached out to a number of distinguished personalities, and 5 of them graciously agreed to support this project with their endorsements. And that led a lot of depth and credibility and encouragement for this work, to which I remain profoundly grateful. My sincere appreciation on the list of those who wrote the blobs goes to the immediate past Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Maitama Tugor. Second on the list is none other than Dr. Manasseh Daniel Jato, the Deputy Governor of Gombe State. Your Excellency, thank you very much. Dr. Frank Nweke Jr. is also the third on the list, and he said he was going to try and be here today. I'm not sure he was able to make it. He was there, okay, he's gone. Oh, I'll track him after. Thank you very much, sir. And the fourth is General Tuko Yusuf Buratai, the former Chief of Army Staff and the former Ambassador to the Republic of Benin. And last on the list is Colonel James Hall, former Defense Attaché of Great Britain to Nigeria. I really appreciate these 5, and my entire heart goes to them. Also, most books have one forward, and occasionally you come across a book that has 2 forwards. Shadows of Power happens to be one of those books with 2 forwards. The first one was written by the former National Security Advisor, General Mohammed Babagana Munguno, who I had never met before until I started this work. And I met him, and he received me and gave me a lot of encouragement and wrote the first forward. And he took not be here today because of some other pressing matters, and actually is out of the country. And to General Munguno, I remain deeply grateful for his support and for his mentorship. Second forward came from no other than our former president, President Olusegun Obasanjo. One Saturday morning at about 3 a.m., a strange number appeared on my line. Of course, I was fast asleep because now I'm a retired officer. Nobody could be calling me by 3 a.m. But a few hours later, around 7 a.m., the same number called again, and the person introduced himself as a PA to President Obasanjo and requested that I hold the line for Baba. I just smiled. I said, who wants to play me 419 this early morning? But when the handset moved to the person, I had, I said, definitely is the one. And he said, Sola, good morning. And needless to say, I came immediately awake. Then he told me that, because we also actually met him to also write a blog. And he told me that he cannot write a blog, that he's going to write a forward. And there and then, he started dictating the forward to me. And within a day or two, the complete forward arrived in my email, and like they say, the rest is history. So profoundly grateful to President Obasanjo for his encouragement and support, and General Martin Luther, sir, I request you kindly convey our appreciations to him. My heartfelt appreciation also goes to the special guest of honor, sir. We just cornered you, and through a super coup this morning, you arrived at the special guest of honor. Sir, thank you very much for coming. And also, I can't but fail to mention the Honorable Minister of Defense, General Christopher Musa, for he did everything he wanted to be this morning here, but like his rep said, he couldn't make it. But our heart goes out to him for everything that he has done. And of course, to our chief launcher, Dr. Victor Ekpeyong, adequately represented by Dr. Luke, my friend and brother of about 1 week old. Thank you very much, sir. Also, Honorable Adeogun, known him for over 20 years now. You did a fantastic job, and of course, I'll get a copy of your review from you. Thank you also very much, sir. To the reps of the Chief of Defense Staff, the service chiefs, senior military officers present here, diplomats, public servants, academics, friends present here, estate mates, thank you for your support and for honoring us with your presence. I understand the demands of your time, and I do not take your attendance here for granted. To my mentors, bosses, colleagues, brothers in arms, our elders, Admiral Shumakinde, Admiral Ola Saad, Admiral AZ Gambo, General Irabo, thank you so very much. And to all the others, I can't mention their names, thank you very much. But before I close, permit me to also acknowledge my coursemates, members of the 40th regular course, and our wonderful spouses, the fabulous sisters. Please, can you please stand on your feet and take a bow? 40th course and their lovely wives. Thank you very much, German coursemates. Your friendship, loyalty, camaraderie over the years. Thank you very much. I've been a constant source of strength. Thank you for always standing with us. To the publishers, main publishers, to the managers of this facility, Messrs. Boulevard, members of the organizing committee, thank you for your professionalism, your dedication, and your hard work. Finally, to my family, my father unfortunately could not be here. He served under General Obasanjo during the Civil War. My siblings are here, two of my sisters, Buki and Moji. My relatives, my in-laws, and of course, my co-author, Engineer Mr. Sola Oluwagbire, and our children. Thank you for your patience, sacrifices, and encouragement. Ladies and gentlemen, your presence here once again has made this occasion more memorable than I can ever imagine. And on behalf of my family and the organizing committee, I thank you most sincerely for honoring us with your presence and for sharing this special milestone with us. So as I conclude even this afternoon, is my hope that Shadows of Power will contribute, even in a modest way, to a deeper understanding of Nigeria's national security environment and inspire greater strategic thinking in our service to our nation. I remain eternally, deeply grateful. May the Almighty God continue to bless you all, bless the armed forces of Nigeria, bless all the paramilitary agencies around, and bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much, and God bless us all.
Please put your hands together some more for him. Thank you. Thank you for midwifing yet another beautiful book for this generation. I had shared somewhere that this man is a mixture of many things. And this is how the New York Times described him. That if he were a lawyer, he would be a senior advocate of the waters. presenting his arguments with the force of a storm and the precision of a maritime war. If he were a doctor, he would be a specialist surgeon, steady in hand and calm in crisis. If he were an engineer, he would be a master builder of strategy and discipline. If he were a pilot, he will chart courses through uncertainty with unwavering confidence. If he were an architect, he will design institutions as an enduring and as a lighthouse against the tides. If he were a professor, he will occupy a distinguished chair in leadership, teaching duty not from textbooks, but from personal experience. Yet destiny had called him to the sea, where he rose through the ranks to become a respected Rear Admiral, a guardian of the maritime frontiers, and a commander of men and missions. And while many know him as a sailor who understood power, today we celebrate him as a writer who understands its shadows. In the shadow of power, he writes us beyond the salutes and ceremonies, beyond the bright glare of authority, into the place where influence is tested, character is revealed, and leadership leaves its deepest weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, once more I ask that you specially appreciate the latest author in the entire world, Rear Admiral Olusola Oluwagbire. Please put your hands together for him. Thank you very much, sir, for doing a good job at helping us to be happy at the birth of another book. May I especially appreciate the representative of the CDI, and indeed CDI himself, for doing also a special message, a prayer through our emails. We received it. Please put your hands together for him. We have gotten your support, and we are indeed appreciative. May I also specially appreciate Hamid Raji, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, who is in the hall, has also paid handsomely for some copies of the book. I was also informed that one of Nigeria's finest ministers of information, Comrade Frank Nweke Jr., is in the building. We appreciate you and we recognize you. Please put your hands together for him. So at this point, may I invite the students from ABU Zaria. The monarch who represents that constituency is here, so it will also be good that you come and kneel down and pay homage as you come out to present a special gift to the author. Students of Masters in International Affairs and Diplomacy will come to the front now and do a special gift to the author. Please put your hands together for them. They say they are not talking, they are just giving a gift. Masters in International Affairs and Diplomacy. Thank you very much for choosing not to speak. Please clap for them, clap for them. Can master students use 1 minute?
MC, we are no more master students.
Okay.
Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the chairman of this occasion, all top military personnel here present, friends of our great Sola, I'm happy that he has come down to stand here with us. This is the Masters in International Affairs and Diplomacy 2010, a standout session, a year that Sola belonged to. We're very proud of you, our ABU, and then we're very proud of you, and we cannot just come and stay, listen to all the good things that has happened. You've worked not in the shadows, you've worked in power and decided to write Shadows of Power. On this note, on behalf of MIAT class, we have collectively decided to pick 10 copies of the book at the paltry sum of 1.5 million. And then also, not to allow it to go that way, we will support this cause with this souvenir. The award in recognition of your astounding performance and service to the nation. MIA 2010 is proud of you. Thank you very much.
Please put your hands together for them. They are no longer students, they are now masters. We appreciate you. Masters of International Law and Diplomacy. Thank you. Please smile. Smile. The man in suit, you are not smiling. Thank you very much. You can see students. The students I did masters with when I was wedding, I invited them. They asked for transport fare. May I especially appreciate the State Security Advisor, Kogi State, Commander Jerry Omodara, retired. Please put your hands together for him. May I also inform the gentlemen of the press that the chairman and members of the high table, as soon as we are done, will be available outside for very short interviews. Very short is underlined. The author will also be available for book signing for those of you who want your book signed. We have a platform outside where you can take pictures. Please take pictures and keep these memories alive. You can share and make sure you tag the author so you can have copies of your pictures. All right, so what we'll also do is we'll have a group photograph outside, but we'll take one now. Photographers, can you just position so that members of the high table can take one here? Can we just stand so we take one here? Photographers, thank you. You don't have to hold the book now. We did the other one with the book. This one is for the front page of all newspapers in Nigeria. Can we invite the former service chiefs and the reps of the service chiefs and our VIPs here, please? Can we join? Thank you very much. The representative of His Royal Highness, thank you very much for playing the fatherly role and for continuing to bless us with your presence. We appreciate you, gentlemen, for your time. I want to thank all the doctors in the house. Thank you very much. May we also specially appreciate Nigeria Customs, Nigeria Correctional Services, Nigeria Immigration Service. Thank you very much. We appreciate you for your time. So, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen,
Great job.
Do we take the national anthem? Okay. Thank you very much. 40th regular course and fabulous babes. 40th regular course and fabulous babes. Please come to the front here and take a picture. We especially appreciate the Nigeria Immigration Service. Thank you very much. We are honored to have you. Thank you. We may need to take most of the pictures outside, please. We may need to take those pictures outside. Thank you very much. The Navy Band, are we ready? Navy Band, just play something. The Navy Band. 40th regular course and fabulous babes. Fabulous regular course and the fabulous babes, the only true, recognized and official wives. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry. The Navy Band, are we here? The fabulous babes, please go and take a picture. Please, gentlemen, can we go outside for the pictures, please? 40th regular course, can you take your coursemate outside? Now, get them. '40th regular course and others. Who are the security aides of the altar? Can we take him outside, please, so we can take the pictures?
This one is for someone.
Where my own?
No one in the MC. I never go now.
I won't go. Thank you very much. 40th regular course, snap with your colleague and allow him to go and take pictures with others. The journalists are waiting outside, please. Thank you, sir. Well done, sir. You are no longer students. You can't be. You are no longer students. Thank you very much. The Navy Band, are we on break? Remember, please tell your colleagues and family members the books are on Amazon, on Kobo, on Stella, and you can buy in bookshops in Ibadan, Lagos, Abeokuta, and Abuja from Booksellers Bookshop, Sunshine Bookshop, and Roving Heights Bookshops. Please, you can buy copies in any of these locations in Abuja, Lagos, Ibadan, and Abeokuta. Booksellers Bookshop, Sunshine Bookshops, and Roving Heights Bookshop. Online, you can check Amazon, you can check Kobo, you can check Stella, all very trustworthy book sites where you can pay money for the books and be sure that nothing will happen afterwards. Buy the books, hard copies or soft copies online, and you can order any of them at these locations. Amazon, Kobos, and Stella. Then we have Ibadan, Lagos, and Abeokuta, and Abuja, where you have Booksellers Bookshop,